All right, today we're going to sing Yankee Doodle, and Vinny is going to sing for us. You going to sing for us, Vinny? Come on. So we got two parts to this song. The first part is Yankee Doodle went to town, oh, there we go, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. And then we have the second part. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. So we're going to sing those two parts again. And we're going to create a cup song. I just found a little plastic cup around the house that I had. I got a whole bunch of these. Oh, do you want to see what's in the cup? There's nothing in the cup. No treats in the cup. All right, so we're going to sing it again. I'll go back to the piano. And I'll sing it slowly. All right, sorry. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap, they called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap, we called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle, you can see I've got my own little Yankee Doodle hat here. Yankee Doodle actually was not first in a song from America. The melody, or the tune, comes from Europe. So it's not even an American tune. And it was used to make fun of the American patriots, but American patriots like to sing it. The word doodle really doesn't mean anything except silly person or fool. So it's kind of a word that people used in those times, maybe to make fun of each other or to be silly. The tune of the song came from Holland, so it came from a while ago, and the word macaroni actually has to do with fashion. In those days, in the days of the 1700s, when the colonies were ruled by England, that people in England wore wigs. I'm gonna wear one right now. Look at this, and it's got a little in the back. So the wigs were called, if you had money, if you had money and you liked to be in fashion or popular, people wore wigs. Also, they didn't wash their hair as much as we do today, but you knew that someone had money if they had a really tall or high wig. Oh, there's a picture here, and it says this is called the macaroni. So this fashion of this wig in the back is called the macaroni, and let me see if I can find a picture here. Yeah, here it is. And here's a masquerade, a drawing from a masquerade where this is called the macaroni. Look how big that wig is. That's great. Troops thought that actually it was funny for the American troops to sing it, make fun of themselves a little bit and show that they had a sense of humor and they weren't bothered by the way the British were singing about our song now. So in our song, we have 2 parts to our song. And what we're going to do is create a cup song to demonstrate the 2 parts to our song. And in music, when we have 2 parts, the first part is called A. What do you think the second part would be called? If the first part is called A. Second part will be called B. It's a different part to the song. So what we're going to do now, I'm all by myself, so it's a little different for me. If you have a partner, it would be awesome if you had a partner to do this with, because then you can pass the cup when you do it. So we're going to make up a cup song to go along with Yankee Doodle. So what I'm going to do is, for the first part, I'm going to tap on the top of the cup like this. Tap, 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 tap. Now you want to be gentle with your fingers. So I'm using 2 fingers, my index finger and my middle finger. I'm just going to tap lightly the top, okay? Then I'm going to lift the cup with so I'm going to hold it with my right hand, put my left hand up. I'm going to use the flat side. And I'm going to do palm, this is the palm, flat side palm, and then down to the table. Palm, table, palm, table, palm, table. You can also do this on the floor. So this would be, Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. Now, I'm still in the first part of the song, but I'm splitting part A into 2 different actions. So it's Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. Then I'm going to stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. All right, so that's the second part of that A section. Let's just try that. See if this will work. Here we go. Ready? Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Now we have a different section. Let me go back to this part. Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. It's a new section we haven't done yet. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Now, in the song they say, mind the music and the step, and when they come back from battling in the war, Revolutionary War, then the soldiers like to relax, and they like to dance, and maybe have a nice meal. And so they said, mind the music, listen to the music, and follow the steps. But it also means that when they were marching in the war, they would listen to the drum and the fife, which is like flute or piccolo. And so they would be marching along and minding your step, make sure you march along properly. And also it has to do with when they're dancing. And with the girls be handy, that means when you're dancing with your partner, don't drop her on the floor. Be very careful. All right, so that's the first part. So we got tap, 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 tap. Then we got palm, floor, palm, floor, palm, floor. Now when you have a partner, you can do some passing. I can't do passing because I don't have a partner I can pass to. So I'm going to change my hat for the second part. I'm going to put a wig on. So now this is part 2, okay? So part 2, let's see. So for part 2, what am I going to do? So I'm going to think about something for part 2 because I can't pass it. Now if I could pass it, what I would do is put my left hand over my cup and my thumb, I would point my thumb all the way down. And then I would grab the cup. So it's like your arm is a little backwards, okay? And then you'd lift and pass like that. So it would be like this. Put your left hand on it, slide your thumb down to the floor or to the table. You grab the cup, you lift and pass. So I could do it this way. So it would be Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. So fast, right? Then you do Yankee Doodle. So I guess you put your hand on here. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. So you can turn it twice. Put your left hand on, point your thumb down, grab, turn. Gotta do the same thing, grab, turn. Okay, that's the second part. And then we can, let's see what we can do. So we got Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. We can grab it one more time, and instead of turning it all the way over, we'll raise it up. Like we're raising our cups up to give someone like a toast. And say, hooray, mind the music and the step. Okay, and with the girls be handy. So that would be, you got turn, turn, raise it up, raise it up. What do you think, Becker? You're not going to eat that hat. You are not going to eat that hat, and you are not going to eat my wig today, okay? All right. So let's see. Let's see if I can try it. I'm going to have, do you see my mug? It says, I work hard so my dog can have a better life. This is very true. And shout out to my sister Jill, who is a PE teacher in Charlotte. She's working very hard too on her videos for her kids, and I know she's doing a very good job. Here we go. Get ready, here we go. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Tap, 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 tap. Palm, floor, palm, floor, palm, floor, and down. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. And you have to go back to the beginning. Riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Good. All right. So now I want you to think about a cup song of your own. How can you make your own cup song? So think about some things you can do for part A. Now I did 2 small things for part A and 2 small things for part B. So I want you to think about that. How can we change it? Here, I'll change it and do one with my wig. My wig goes with another story later today too. Wigs were popular for a while, for hundreds of years, surprisingly. Okay, so think about a different way you can do this. So part A. So what you could do, maybe you could turn it. Let me see. You could tap, 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 like that. What else could you do? You could pretend to drink it. Pretend to drink it. That's another thing you could do. You could turn it around. If you have a partner, you could tap your cups. You could do it on your shoulders like this. So there's different things you could do. Think about a part A and a part B and how you might be able to combine it into a song. So let me see. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Tap, 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 tap. Shoulders. Good job. Uh-oh, what was this next one? Spin, spin. You like that, Becker? What do you think, Becker? Gonna drink. Keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with Becker like that. He wants to know what's in the cup. Actually, he wants to take the cup away with him because that's what he does. What's in the cup? There's nothing in there for you. Good job.